G'day. Here's something interesting for you. So, it's the day before we kick off our sit-up challenge for the Mental Wheels Foundation, and we're just going over everything, making sure that all the messaging is right, and doing those sorts of things. And I had a bit of an epiphany. I've just quickly come home to grab a bite to eat and see the doggo, the doggo, and I had been speaking to this week a couple of times a good friend of the Mental Wheels Foundation's, Michelle Ferris. She's one of our ambassadors. She's an Olympic cyclist, a track sprinter, silver medalist at the Sydney Olympics, and she's now a coach, and she's helping me out with a few athletes and getting them piped up and ready for the summer to come. And she often talks to me about, making sure that the athletes are following the program, trusting the process, and having their days off and having their rest, and that's the way that they're going to be able to see the adaptations in obviously in their physiology, and get those results that they're looking for. And it got me thinking about what we do at the Mental Wheels Foundation as far as funding the research and funding the programs that help people with their mental health. Dopamine spikes, and just the word dopamine seems to be everywhere at the moment. It's a bit of a buzzword. You've got your ice bars and you've got those sorts of things that affect your dopamine level, which is, giving you a dopamine high and making you feel good and giving you focus and drive and get up and go. But obviously, it doesn't matter where you get that dopamine spike from, you are going to come back down. And so they talk about going back down to baseline or going below baseline. That's actually going to happen. That's always going to happen. So although at Mental Wheels Foundation we say we're not an awareness campaign, when I feel like I do want to talk about awareness is being self-aware and being aware that you are going to have those down moments. You are going to be, coming back down to go back up again. Today I had an interaction with one of our other fantastic and newest ambassadors and supporters, Shannon Malseed, and she said she's been having a bit of a tougher week this week, but she's just been, allowing herself to sit in it, rest in it, allow it to happen, and then move through it, and then start to go back up again, because our life is like this, right? It always is. You're always going to be going up and downs, whether that's over the space of 1 hour, a day, a week, a month, a year. And so, the research that we're doing at the moment, and the research that we're going to be doing during the sit-up challenge, why is that important? Well, because we're going to be asking questions about what effect the activity of doing sit-ups every day is having on you mentally, right? Not, I really hope that I get some abs. At least try and find some, right? So, but from more and over and above the physical benefit of doing sit-ups for 21 days, we really want to capture the data on how it's making us feel. How do we act differently mentally? And I know that and we all know probably, like starting this challenge, that in day 4 or day 5, our abs are going to be hurting, right? And so we're going to have the physical adaptation happening there, but we're also going to be taking measurements on how that's making us feel and following that journey about the things you do to get yourself into a better mental health space. And then that data we're going to share with Macquarie University. They're going to collate it and use it and do all the cool stuff that they do. And then they're going to use that by putting that into programs that mindspot.org.au use to help people that are suffering from depression and anxiety, and getting them to start to make a move to move themselves into a better mental health space. So my little epiphany on the day before we start our largest ever campaign. If you haven't joined up, please go and join up, situpchallenge.org, sign up, 66 sit-ups, 21 days, and invite 6 of your friends. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. Yow.